Hello friends, welcome to Cool IT Help. Today in this video tutorial session, we are going to install MongoDB and MongoDB Compass in Windows operating system. Let's begin. First, open your favorite browser and type download MongoDB in search box, press enter, and you will see some results. Choose the first one, MongoDB Community Server Download. And here, this is the page. This is the official download page for the MongoDB Community Edition. When you scroll down, you will see we are selected on this section. There are some details. When you scroll down, you will see the MSI installer for the platform Windows x64, and the same we are going to download. Just click on this link to download. In some time this will be downloaded. Once the downloading is done, just click on this MSI installer and then you will see the very first window of the installer. Click next. This is the license terms and conditions. You can simply go through it and just check this box and click next. This is the setup type. So there are two ways. You can go with complete and the second one is custom. Just choose the first one. This is the server configuration, and here you can see the MongoDB is going to be installed as a service on your system and the relevant details are there. So we will not change anything here. Simply check this information. There's a name for the service. So if you see in your system services, you will find this MongoDB setup as a service. This is the data directory path. So you can copy the path for your future reference. Also, there is a path for the log directory. So please note it down. Click next. And this is asking that you want to proceed the installation of MongoDB Compass. Basically, this is the official graphical user interface to access MongoDB. You can call it database client. It is not necessary to go with the MongoDB Compass installation. You can go without that and you can simply do it later as well. But here I'm going with the installation of Compass. Okay, finally you will get this Windows message. Click yes and wait for the installation. Installation takes time and you will see your progress bar is frozen, but don't worry, sit relax. This takes time and soon this will be completed. And after that, you will get this kind of progress bar message. MongoDB Compass is being installed. And finally, you will get this interface of MongoDB Compass. This is the home interface of MongoDB. Now click on the start button. Let's maximize. Here are some informations. So we are going to use MongoDB. So first we have to make connection. And you can simply click on this add new connection right hand side or simply go with the another button here. Just click to create new connection and this is the new connection window. The URL is mentioned, which is MongoDB localhost and the port number is 27017. This is the connection string and we will give the name to our connection. There are some other settings like advanced connection options where authentications, SSH and other encryptions we are there, but we will not use here in this demo session. Let's connect. Once this is connected, you will see on the left hand side there are some system ready databases are appearing like admin, config and local. It means your connection is successful. On this database, we have this plus sign. So if you click on this, you can simply create new database. Like so. Before going to proceed, we will see some other options. If you click on these three dots, we will have more options. We will discuss later. Let's create first database. Click on this plus link and this create new database window will appear. Let's give the name. I'm creating a database of the students. Like first I will give my database a name. Now this is a school and inside the school we have students. So I will create a collection with the name of students. So basically connection is similar like the table. So there's a database, and inside the database I'm creating a table. So we call collection here. Let's create, and then you will see this kind of interface. And if you go to your database, you will see the options here, the informations about your database. And when you click on this collections, you will see the options to interact with your database. We have many options here. So like this button, if you use this button, add data, you can add the data inside your collection. Let's add some data inside the collection. Just click. You will get two options. First one is the import JSON and the CSV file. If you have the data available in the form of JSON or CSV, you can directly import it here and add into your collection of your database. And the second option is insert document. So we will do manually. Let's see how we can add the data. So here we are adding one record which we call document. So the document is associated with the unique ID. And now I am adding more information inside it, like the name of the student, the age of the student, and the gender of the student. If you are adding something and which is not correct, then immediately you will see the error at the bottom in the pink color. So we have added all these stuff successfully. There's no error. We can go with the insert. See this? One record is added in our collection. Okay. Let's go to the database. So if you click on this plus sign here, so you can create the another collection as well. Also, we have the option to drop the database as well. If you click these three dots against the collection, you will have some option. You can open your collection new tab, you can rename your collection, you can simply drop the collection. So we have the direct options available to handle our collection or database. So this is the tab to update the document. There's another button to delete. Export option is there, export code option is there. And if you see on the top, there are some other tabs available like aggregations, but there's nothing inside it right now. I'm not going to discuss on this, but just telling you the options are there, like schema to explore your schema of your whole database. And the other tab is indexes. So at present, there is only one index, which is the unique ID for our collection, and nothing is here. Another tab is validation. Let's move to the documents section. So friends, all these options are available here to interact with the database. And also, if you want to interact your database with the help of commands, so you have to open the Mongo shell. So there's an option to open the Mongo shell right here. Just click on it, and this is the embedded Mongo shell, right? Will be opened here. And now you can see I'm not pointing to the right database. So first we have to choose the database, means we have to point the correct database, then we can perform the operation on that database. Let's select with the help of use command. Now we can see what documents are there and what records we have inside our database. Let's type some command here. db.collections name. Whatever the collection you want to interact with, just give the name after the dot. Like we have the students, and then type find and just put that parenthesis and hit enter, and you will see the records. So there's one document which is present right now inside our collection. So this is just like querying our database or table. Okay, let's move to the next command. If you type db simple, then this will show you the current database where we are working. So there are some important commands. So many commands are there. So you can completely interact with the help of this Mongo shell with your Mongo database. If you type like this, show DBs, so this will give you all the database informations, the name of the database and the size of the database right now present in your MongoDB server. And most important thing, if you run the exit command, this will not work here because this is the integrated Mongo shell environment provided by the MongoDB Compass. So we cannot use exit command here. This will give you error. And this command will work if you explicitly install the Mongo shell on your system, and you can then use it. Let's see some options. This is the performance matrices. So you can manage the performance of your database server. All informations about your database, running queries, operations, read-write operations, network bandwidth consumed, memory used. So all metrics are available in one place. So you can manage your database with the help of this tab. This is quite useful place in this MongoDB Compass. And again, click on these three dots. If you choose this option, this will show you the connection information. Means you will show you the information about how many database you have created in the database server, the collections available, total number of collections, the host information, and the cluster. Also it will show you the addition of the Mongo database server which we are working on. So at a glance, you can get all this info about the connection. Let's check the another options. We have options to disconnect the database, edit the connection as well, copy the connection string, favorite connection, duplicate connection. Also we can create. Also we have the option to remove the collection from this place from the MongoDB Compass. So these are options are very useful if you are interacting with MongoDB. There's a place to execute the queries as well. Right now, there's no queries executed. So friend, this is all about the installation of the MongoDB Compass on Windows operating system. And we have seen the MongoDB Compass as well, how we can use to create a database and how we can create the collection, and we have created the document inside it. That's all for this tutorial. I hope you guys found this tutorial relevant and useful. Please hit the like button to appreciate, and don't forget to subscribe. I hope to see you there in next video. Thanks for watching.